let's just for the sake of time, let's just kind of go through. So there's the account map, which I started seeing about 3 weeks ago. Essentially, it's a visual representation of the org chart. So you go to the account or the company page, and then you kind of scroll. It's like totally redone. And then near the bottom, they've got the names, but instead of just being like in columns, how it was before, it's more like tiers. And then you can move it around based off of what you learn after having talked to people. So it's much more focused on anyone who's doing ABM. So that's pretty helpful. That's the account map. The lead creation for Salesforce and Dynamics only for enterprise, but that's where you click a button and it sends the info right into your CRM. Pretty cool. But again, that's only enterprise.
Isaac, does it include all of their information, a la phone number and email address?
I don't know.
It does that?
I don't know. I watched a video and Mike, I thought the video was first name, last name, email, company, account. I don't remember about phone, but I don't think it's a full every single field that gets pulled in. I think it's more just what you'd want for sales context.
If it's got email though, email is pretty much required if you're going to do a CRM. So it probably has email there. So. But it only has email if you're connected. Would this be different?
I don't know. There's probably permissions things in here, a permission thing that they've set up, because not everybody does have an email. So I'm not sure.
If you're gonna add a record to a CRM, the ones I know all have to have an email address pretty much to even be put in as a record. So if you're gonna add a 2 or a 3, question.
I don't know. And we're actually not working with anyone on enterprise, so I have no idea.
I have an enterprise account. I can find out a little bit about that.
And they need Salesforce or Dynamics. And I think it's the more expensive version of them as well.
Yeah, they have enterprise on the Salesforce side as well. They had to upgrade. They only have 10 users and they had to buy all this enterprise stuff for 10 users.
Wow. This right here gets me really excited. CSV upload and account lists. Come on. And this is for team and enterprise. So I have not seen this in action. I've not checked to see if our team clients can do this yet, but where I'm seeing this really helpful in 2 use cases. Number 1 is when we're onboarding someone and we want to exclude all of their existing clients from our prospecting efforts. That could save us a lot of time. And then also if you are targeting just a specific group of accounts, I think there are two scenarios there. Like number 1, maybe you just target the top 1,000 companies in a specific industry, or maybe you're assigned accounts because you're part of a sales team, right? Either or there. Up until now, you'd have to do a search. Like we just did a search for 1,400 top companies in an industry, and it took 3 days. But now we have that list and it's going to be evergreen, right? And it's a super valuable sales resource, but man, I would love to be able to just upload, it. Stinking
do you question how they do the matchups there? Exact spelling and stuff?
I do. I'm really curious to give that a test drive. I don't know if it's by name plus URL. I don't know. Or if you get to approve it or not, I'm not sure. But even if, it's going to definitely save a lot of time. There's the redesigned account page, which I kind of talked about with the account map as part of that. There's more information about the company. Again, I feel like that's only going to be helpful if you're doing ABM. So you're really spending a lot of time trying to sell to one company, or more like a handful, maybe 20 companies. So not so much.
When they say account page, are they talking about the Sales Navigator version of the company page when they say account page?
Yes, that's exactly it. This is
a weird terminology.
This is the Sales Navigator. This is the Sales Nav release. Yeah. So these are all
the word account page. We call them company pages. Is that a new term now? They're supposed to be called account pages?
No, they've been called account pages forever. Like there's account list, account filters. They call companies accounts in Sales Nav. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here it is. Saved leads limit raised to 10,000 for everybody. 10,000 is still, I would like to see it higher, but man, it was what, 1,500 before? It's crazy. So I was really excited to see that. Let's see here. CRM opportunities and account lists for Dynamics. Don't really care about that. And then lead page enhancement, kind of a gimmick here, but whatever. The how do you pronounce my name? The audio thing. That's what that is.
So is a lead page considered a profile? Is that the terminology?
Yeah, lead page is a profile. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, leads and accounts, people and companies.
I just have different terminology over in Snap. So
Yeah, and Isaac, for that lead, for that pronunciation, the name pronunciation,
Yeah.
You can only access that through the mobile app, right?
No, I saw it on a desktop browser yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
It probably was there first,
Mm-hmm.
but I did see that yesterday. I think that's part of what they're doing here. And it makes sense, you know, if you're going to end up having a Zoom call or phone call with someone and you don't want to botch their name, I get that.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
but it's
yeah, and like you said, it's kind of like a gimmick, but if it makes people stay on your page longer.
yeah, that's true. That's really true. Okay, so I have this really strong desire to do something fun with that,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to poke the bear. I don't know.
I have the same desire, Isaac. I want to do something fun with Pink Floyd music in the background while I say, I'm Mike O'Neill, and you should enjoy Pink Floyd as much as I do, and we should talk if you like Pink Floyd. So call me now.
But that's what I saw somebody do. They said, my name is blah, blah, get a hold of me for XYZ.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I'd like to do that. I've never actually listened to, has anybody here actually listened to someone's name on there before? Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
I always see it and I'm just like, yeah, I don't have time. I can read. I'm just okay, cool. Just curious. The features here, there's I feel like this is a little blah. Team link enhancements for, we don't really use that. New account insights on the homepage. Accounts at risk. I actually did see that recently. I thought that was interesting.
What is at risk?
At risk, I haven't really dug into it, but the notification I saw yesterday was that a certain company had just done a bunch of layoffs. So we had saved a company, and then the notification was, you know, this company might be at risk. They just laid off this many people, and I don't know if they're pulling that from public data or what. I don't know that. I don't think that they're doing it from like LinkedIn. Someone's updating their profile, like, because people don't say, I just got let go. Like they'll leave it or they'll update it after they get a different job. So I'm assuming that they're pulling from some other data source. Anyways, for some companies, that's a sales trigger, right? So yeah, I haven't dug into that. Maybe that's something we can do here in the weeks to come. Then I can kind of just draft it all up, and then we don't have to worry about spending time trying to find them. Let's see, mobile enhancements, whatever. CRM Sync Sandbox report, probably not really applicable to us here. Updated admin settings page, woo, party popper, don't care. The ROI reporting improvements, I've never used that. Has anyone here used that? No? Okay. Usually anything with ROI reporting is going to be done like in the CRM. That's kind of where we see that happen. So we've never really used that on LinkedIn at all. All right, and here's just kind of the, I guess here's a, oh, you know what, Mike, here? Here's a picture. So save your files as CSV, include columns, including the account name and other attributes, optional, the LinkedIn company ID, LinkedIn company URL, the website URL, country, city, street, stock symbol. Nice. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
I think it's the company website URL that's going to be real important in that matchup.
I completely agree. I do. You know, when we were doing that big list earlier this week, where I was talking about took 3 days, we will do the like search for the domain in the keyword field, but it's not perfect because they're not looking in the exact field. So this is the new account page. I don't know if y'all have seen this or not. This is where the mapping is. So there's the people there. You can kind of click them, drag them, and move them around. I can actually do this to zoom in a little bit too. Right, so here, oh, that's all blurry, blah. So you can click them, drag them. This is their best guess based off of seniority. Click and drag. Again, I don't think we'll use this much, but
I don't think so.
we're not a really big on ABM. I value ABM, but yeah. Here's some of the extra insights that they have on here. There's the map. Let's see if they have the at risk. Alerts and trends. Yeah, that's the CRM Sync. Looks like CRM Sync is first name, last name, country, job title, email. What does that say? Phone, and company. There you go. That's what it is, Mike.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, and then I think that is about it. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. I was curious if they had a breakdown on the risk. Get timely insights on at-risk accounts with the new at-risk. This insight groups recent layoffs and account growth. I've seen the account growth be a notification in the past, like they're hiring, but the risk is new. I've not seen the layoffs. That's interesting. I suppose you could, if you're working with a company that would only sell when somebody's laying a bunch of people off, maybe even a recruiter, shoot, right? So maybe you've got a list of the top, 10,000 companies, save them. And as soon as LinkedIn says that this at-risk trigger happens, you can just check in there every day and then boom, take action. I don't know. That's all she wrote, folks. Any thoughts, comments, or anything anybody wants to see again here before I stop sharing my screen?
Nope.
No? Cool.
These features are out
the
now.
CSV work also backwards? So can you save lead lists to CSV? I didn't see it.
No, to my knowledge, you can't save that to CSV. You can only, like, LinkedIn's not going to let you export anything, only import.
Damn it.
Yes, I know. It's like all roads lead to Rome, and then you never leave. You can never leave. Or no, it's that Eagles song, the Hotel California.
You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Of all the new things here coming out, I feel like this is what I care about the most, is the up in that's 10K. And then the CSV upload on account lists. If we're working with somebody who's on team, I think we'll use that to create our do not contact list. And then also hopefully to save time with creating those like prospecting lists when they're really big. Because we've done that a number of times.
I think the 10K is the only big thing for me and my clients is the 10K part. It's big, but it's one item of 30 slide PowerPoint.
Yeah, and it looks like there's 10K across the board. I haven't done a comparison like off of this smart link here. In the past, they've had a comparison with the quantity of saved leads on their products page. I'm curious if everybody just has 10 or if they're not saying it, but maybe team and enterprise has more. I don't know. That's it. Anybody, anything, questions, comments?